بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وإمام المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Respectable family and brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We continue to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty Allah. We will give them wonderful opportunity there. Whenever they meet, now this will masjid also and discuss about in Deen. We will continue with the book when a Kitab al-Tawheed. And the chapter will be no start when a Babu ma ja'a fi Sihr. The chapter will teach we what in Islam say with regards to Sihr, sorcery or black magic or whatever you call them. This relationship in brothers and sisters in Islam, now a relationship between two different worlds. The world of the shayateen them or the jinn them, and the world of the human being them. Then two worlds there are two different worlds within the same world. That are the wonders behind this. That we and them will live in the same world, but then they in a different world, totally different from we. We in world, as far as the jinn of them is concerned, then they see them. Then they see we in world. But then your world, we will not see them. And there is no mechanism where they make like we in world we're able to see the jinn of them in your world. Because other creations and they plenty, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he put in this world were not visible to the mortal man in naked eyes. Them virus, them now, them bacteria, them, all of them when they are creations, them are things the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates, a part of animals and what he creates we put in this world we get life. But technology able to develop a mechanism wherein we see some of them things in it, we use microscope or whatever, telescope or whatever, we're able to see things the way they far, we're able to see things the way so tiny, with the mortal mind naked eyes you're not able to see. But as for the case of the jinn kind, there is no microscope we're able to see them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell me about this in the Quran, Surah Al-A'raf, where he say, إِنَّهُ يَرَاكُمْ هُوَ وَقَبِيلُهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا تَرَوْنَهُمْ. He say, in the shaitan and allies them, the one the way they with them, they get the ability for see una, we una not get the ability for see them. Why it happens so? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala best. However, the Quran tells me about the relationship between the jinn kind and the mankind. Now this relationship is a very old one. And ever since this relationship exists in the world, you not ever build upon anything we be to say fine. Everything about them is evil. In two verses in the Quran, Surah Al-Jinn, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell me say, وَأَنَّهُ كَانَ رِجَالٌ مِنَ الْإِنسِ يَعُوذُونَ بِرِجَالٍ مِنَ الْجِنِّ فَزَادُوهُمْ رَهَقًا. This is one of the verses that will tell about the relationship. They say a set of people from the human being them, then they seek refuge, seek protection from the jinn of them. So this protection will not benefit them because the verse says فَزَادُوهُمْ رَهَقًا. Then jinn they increase more problem for the one them where they go meet them. They say this verse is kind of to explain what it happened during the ignorant days. wherein whenever a set of people enter any valley or any town, when they say Na'udhu bi Sayyidi Hadal Wadi, that they ask for the protection from the master of this valley. There was that belief, and this belief up till now is still there. People in the world believe for say any town, any waterside, any village, a particular jinn that they will be in charge of that particular village day. So if you want to stay in that village day, you need for seeking permission. You need for seeking protection, either by worshiping them or by offering sacrifices them to them. This particular type of relationship, wherein the relationship of the human being them seeking protection from the jinn. Another verse in Surah Al-An'am explain the relationship more clearer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell you say, وَيَوْمَ يَحْشُرُهُمْ جَمِيعًا يَا مَعْشَرَ الْجِنِّ قَدْ اسْتَكْثَرْتُم مِّنَ الْإِنسِ وَقَالَ أَوْلِيَاؤُهُم مِّنَ الْإِنسِ رَبَّنَا اسْتَمْتَعَ بَعْضُنَا بِبَعْضٍ وَبَلَغْنَا أَجَلَنَا الَّذِي أَجَّلْتَ لَنَا قَالَ النَّارُ مَثْوَاكُمْ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ Inna rabbaka hakimun alim. In this verse, Almighty Allah say, on the day where you get for gather they all, the jinn and now the mortal man them all, that is Yawm al-Qiyamah, Almighty Allah go address the jinn and they say, Ya ma'ashar al-jinn, O una the group of jinn and them, what is takthatu min al-ins, una misguide plenty mankind. Almighty Allah they query them for sake the Babu misguidance of plenty mortal man them where they misguide. But what thing ever happen? The scenario is that وَقَالَ أَوْلِيَاؤُهُم مِّنَ الْإِنسِ that they want them way among the mortal man them will befriend them jinna they are, will be establish this relationship of evil between them and the jinna them, and then go grab them, go say, Rabbana, oh we Lord, istamta'a ba'duna bi ba'd. We enjoy ourselves, we benefit from one another. There was a kind of benefit between we, the mortal man, and the jinn and them. So from here the scholars then say that the relationship between the two sets of creations, a relation of exchange of benefit. But this exchange of benefits, now what in them think can for be benefit, rather na harm plus harm. One day in the history of the world, no benefit not ever happen in such kind of a relationship. No benefit. Maybe except for the exceptional cases where like King Suleiman alayhi salam, Allah began the power, they commanded jinn and them for letting serve. Of course that one they get for do it, what will not happen before during the day on time. Okay? But for we on generation of the Ummah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we not get any relationship between jinn and them and mortal man them were established based upon the good way. So what do they mean by this? We they benefit one another. The jinn and they benefit, the mortal man they benefit. What are the benefit of the jinn and they get? The jinn and they benefit wherein the mortal man them, then they seek refuge from them, seek protection from them. That they lead them for let them become proud. That they make them feel big and feel mighty of themselves. And that they make them achieve one of the goals them when they totally misguide mortal man. Whereas the benefit where mortal man in the gate, where influence in the gate, that the benefit of seeking protection from the jinn and thinking that the jinn will provide the necessary protection what they need. Or maybe the jinn will help them let them become powerful for achieve what they want. Because if you grab now, you go to Meresiman, you tell them a particular mission where you get, the Meresiman they work with them jinn they are for helping that you get what you want. So you they feel to say something that you don't benefit. But no, benefit not the inside. Benefit not the inside. Rather than loss you iman. you lost, you failed, you end up for commit shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, the scholars then summarize for we this relationship will exist between the jinn and them and the mortal man them in the following points. The first one, they say idlalul ibadi wa ifsadihim. This relationship here, so one of the big things that will come out of them and for misguide the mortal man them, for misguide the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for destroy them. This happened for being one of the greatest motive of the shayateen them. This is one of the biggest motive, one of the big challenge now for misguide mortal man totally. It comes from authentic hadith with Jabir bin Abdullah radiallahu anhuma reports say, he said the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam tell we say, inna iblisa yada'a arshahu ala al-ma' thumma yab'athu sarayah fa adnahu minhu manzilatan a'adhamuhum fitnah. He say Iblis, it is put in throne na the water, then it is sent in soldiers them among aliens busy among the jinn them. Only them misguide mortal man. They say the nearest one where he go take, where he go put them closer to them, na the one way able for succeed for do the big fitting up a mortal man. The hadith they continue for tell we say yaji'u ahaduhum fayaqul. Say one of them will come, he go say fa'altu kadha wa kadha. He say I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do this, I don't do that. Shaitan go reply and say ma sana'ta shay'a. He say you don't do nothing. Qal thumma yaji'u ahaduhum. He say another one back will come, he go say ma taraktuhu hatta farraqtu baynahu wa bayna imra'atihi. He say I not left that particular person there until I separate between his family or his wife. He go tell and say for you, he go tell and say, well, you know you don't do better thing. He go draw and come closer. In this hadith here, he tell me clearly for say, from his guide mortal man, and one of Satan aims and objectives, and it make use of the jinn and then better one for achieve this particular aim here. Another relationship between the two are the relationship of worship, where the mortal man them, when they worship the jinn and them beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this worship they come in the form of obedience, either for obeying directly whatever the jinn and them tell you for do you do them, or for seek protection from the jinn and them beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Matala mentioned this inside the Quran where he say وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ شُرَكَاءَ الْجِنِّ. وَجَعَلُوا لِلَّهِ. He say the mushrikeen them, the idol worshippers them take the jinn them as partners them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah say وَخَلَقَهُمْ when I create them وَخَرَقُوا لَهُ بَنِينَ وَبَنَاتٍ بِغَيْرِ إِلْمٍ. Ignorantly then forge boy picking them and girl picking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says subhanahu ta'ala amma yasifun. Allah is so clean, is so high upon all the things here which they attribute to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the worst type of relationship, the worst one, the relationship of worshipping the jinn and then directly when they come out from the mortal man them. Another relationship where they between the jinn and them and the mortal man them, now this relationship of Sihr. The relationship of Sihr or black magic or sorcery, for let the jinn and them, then they teach the mortal man them this black magic here. So this relationship, it comes from the fact that people then develop this kind of a belief for say Sihr, sorcery or black magic, now one powerful means for control things. Now one powerful means for the person achieve what he wants. But some of you will be listen to story the way we talk about in the past, or maybe still up till now. In the past, the person will get power for do bad thing, the most powerful man and most fearful man in the society. People let me they will embark on them work there so better one. For land things away. If they look at some kind of yourself, you sick. Or if you look at some kind of bayai, something that happened to you. If you pass that in territory without them permission, something is wrong with you. Several things when we make people them afraid, but when the villages they are. Villages and when they not become deserted villages them is because of the Sihr when we planted on the side and day. Everybody the shame compensate in a man. This go attacking company today, then they say go attack the company tomorrow. This go send a missile today, then they go send your missile next tomorrow. That kind of problem so it been they happen in plenty societies there, maybe up till now it still continue to happen. And how it happen through the Jinn. Because mortal man they believe say through sorcery and black magic, and they're able to get control of things them, and they're able to become very powerful in the society, and they believe again for see the Jinn they get the ability for help them may they achieve that. And that given the cause for they establish this kind of relationship between them and the Jinn them. But the Jinn they make very good use of this. They make use of this for destroying the mortal man totally. Because they achieve what you want from them until you obey them. And then no want nothing from you except the most valuable thing where you get when you iman. So they will ask you for do things them when they pull you out of the fold of Islam totally. They ask you for let you take the Quran and pages them. You cannot go and washroom. If they ask you for let you step your foot them on top of the Quran. Things and of such kind of things that we need to say, no mortal man can think of doing. And that kind of things they go ask you what you do. With this, then they're able to achieve two things. Then they're able to pull person cover the religion and put up on kafiri, and secondly, then they're able to spread corruption and destruction among the people of the society. God may commit Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring this verse for me. وَاتَّبَعُوا مَا تَتْلُو الشَّيَاطِينُ عَلَى مُلْكِ سُلَيْمَانَ وَمَا كَفَرَ سُلَيْمَانُ وَلَكِنَّ الشَّيَاطِينَ كَفَرُوا يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ بِبَابِلَ هَارُوتَ وَمَارُوتَ وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. This verse has to clearly explain to me say for learn the sorcery of black magic, and for learn kufr, and for learn what they pull you out of the deen and take you to the deen of the kafiridem and the mushrikindem. So we therefore be very be careful. Another relationship where they between the jinn them and the mortal man them. Now the relationship of disturbance. Will bring some problem for the mortal man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from your wisdom He gave them shayateen the jinn and they have some power where they're able for humbug mortal man. They're able for inflict harm upon the mortal man them. Then they're able to do that through several ways. One of them ways they are where they're able to do it. They're able to do it because look the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will tell you say inna shaytana yajri fil insani majra dam. We say shaitan it circulates the mortal man in body just like how the blood they circulate inside in body. So shaitan is inside body. So they're able to harm you through the following ways. The first one, for enter inside your body and for make lay defense. This is one of the common ways when they take disturb plenty mortal man them. For enter by a body and cause problem for them. Ulama then discuss this. Then try for confirm say the entire all the ulama them the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah they all agree for say possibility there for the Jinn enter by the mortal man and for make it faint. And when he enter Panam, he go to talk from Indian tongue. He go to talk with Indian language. He go to behave some kind of a way. We need to see the Jinn, but all things with the same and this mortal man with the Jinn that enter Panam. When you read Panam, the Jinn go talk to you. You go flag him, the person not in the film, not the Jinn, not in the flag. You remember when the Jinn enter upon the person, then flag in the flag all. The person in the film nothing. Then go drag the person from one place to another. All of that one day, and the Jinn don't take over this particular mortal man. How did they happen? And why did it happen? How did it happen? It happened in a way that only Allah knows. Nobody can tell. How did they enter inside the mortal man and stay inside it and cause harm in the mortal man? As for the reason the way they make that happen, ulama they identify certain reasons. One of them, it can be to say, through the desire. This particular Jinnaya, he desired this young girl. And that make, in many cases, them matured girl, they were just not matured. Especially if the person is beautiful, the tendency they for the Jinn enter Panam, if at all he need to cure himself in a project himself. It happens plenty right now. Plenty. One. This will happen based upon the reason of ishq. That this Jinnah, this male Jinnah, he fall in love with this woman. Similarly, it happen again the opposite side, wherein a female Jinnah, they fall in love with a man. They enter Panam, may disturb him. You will see if in the case wherein the man Jinnah, they enter upon the woman, that woman they the Allah for the iman around. At all. If you don't take care of yourself, that Jinn they go carry the with in your world. Subhanallah. How did it happen? Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But indeed it happened. Same way so again, if you beat a the woman Jinn and enter upon a man, they will stop him for even near in your wife for years. You can't spend your time with her, enjoy yourself with her. This man is helpless. Helpless. Another power. Lot of harm did they cause through that area, that area. I know that this really make them disturb what about in this form. Now, hatredness, or maybe for revenge. There are times where some of we would disturb the Jinn of them unknowingly. Either you tray one water panel, or maybe you urinate panel, or maybe you even light fire panel, you kill yourself. Or sometimes you kill him, picking. You know something like that. That makes some people in the caution say, but be careful not for the tray hot water at the bathroom then. And the caution is not for throwing the hot water them at the bathroom them, and then dirty side them. Because then side in the places of the Jinn. Tendency they for let you tray water from some, you burn them, you hamburg them, and then they take revenge at bad one. The way they take revenge, they do them. But really, they will really hamburg you. Some of the people who read from people the way Jinn they enter palm, they can narrate such story them. That after plenty ruqya, the Jinn will talk exactly what this person had done. Why make you decide yourself for turn and here? The Jinn of them very harmful and very evil. They need to pardon, they need to forgive. They how mortal man is until he could forgive caution. So this is one of the ways they want to disturb mortal man. Another way when they disturb mortal man, na for send yai pana. For send yai pana. The issue of this yai is something very wonderful. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he tell you for authentic hadith, he say al-aynu haqq, he say the yai is true. He say the yai is true. He say walau kana shay'un yasbiqu al-qadar lasabaqathu al-ayn. He say if anything they waiting for precede the destiny, he say the yai. If anything they when first go happen before destiny happen, he say the yai. He say show you how dangerous and how swift and how fast the evil of the eye can attack somebody. In another hadith, he tell me he say inna al-ayna tudkhilu al-rajula al-qabra wa tudkhilu al-jamala al-kidra. He said the eye, he said this eye where is this so? If they enter a man inside grave, that is, he can make you die and bury. And he also get the power for enter a whole camel inside needle. You get that? Or inside pot. The issue of this eye is something very serious. We fumble them. One case may happen in the days of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would narrate to be the danger of these eyes and one of the sabab them can cause them. There was a time when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam moved with his Sahaba them. On the way going, one of the Sahaba they called Sahal bin Hunayf. He need for bath. They go first on side hide for let a bath, for let it take, for let it fresh up himself. Another Sahaba then called Amir bin Rabi'a, he can't pass by. You don't mean for can't see this man, but he just pass by no more. When he pass by, now you see this man, Sahal bin Hunayf, in fine body with Alakia. I say, I don't ever see body with fine riches. No sooner he talk this word, another man for the faint. He faint. The Sahaba they come to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He say, Rasulullah. He says, how long for them you don't faint to the grab, you don't become unconscious. You get anything what you could do for him? At the time the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam be asking companion them, he say what happened? He say anybody they around who are they accused? Then they say yes. They say Amir bin Rabi'a bin put yai pana, be look out yai. I tell the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he sent call Amir. He say, hey Amir, vex pana. He say, why make una they kill una company them? This man no mean nothing bad. He say, but why una they kill una company them? He say, why is it that if any one of una see something we find where he could live and nothing day, why you not go make dua for that person day? He ask Allah let him bless him for what he don't get. This particular hadith, the later of course Italian say let he go wash himself for Ramadan. Let him wash himself for Sahal. Now he go he wash his face, he hands them, he put them, he take that water they go wash Sahal with them. At the time he will hook up on back. This hadith also teach you the danger of the eye. And it teach you say one of the reasons the way they make the eyes that hit mortal man. In a way you naked yourself. Or expose yourself. When you expose yourself, if somebody look at you, they call by you. If an apostle is not rightly guided, you don't know what to say according to Islam. Now you just say, hey, this man, if I know that word day and that day, if you by like arrow, it hit you, he be down. How will it happen? Allah knows best. When the Jinn they get hand inside. The Jinn they get hand inside it. So from here, the teacher will say, whenever you see anything where you admire that thing, whether in a house now, whether in a motorcar now, whether in a mortal man or woman, you see him, you admire him, I will say, MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is the word we will say. MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Then you make dua for let Almighty Allah put His blessing for that particular thing the way you don't see, say, if I. But if you not talk this word, you just say, hey, this here if I know, hey, this motoka if I know. Be careful. You will destroy the motoka. Yes. And this is that happened. There was a case where they praised somebody a voice. That person made a voice in Hamburg for years. I'm a big imam, say, oh, we know. For years. You go see all kinds of doctors, the neighbor. That's where they end up. Okay, plenty rukia. And they go able to cure back again. So this, and they teach yourself to be very, very be careful not for expose things them to people them, to any kind of a mortal man. And also the teach we say, whosoever we see anything we find we admire, let it not put in your eye, then you talk. Your eyes will see. But what thing will cause the danger and the one way you go talk plus the eye together? You say, hey, this is final. That they don't find for talk. It will cause trouble, it will cause damage on that particular thing they or on that human being they will be to say you don't see so. And then they make the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you always be read by picking them by graph picking them, and they say, U'idhukuma. He said, أُعِيذُكُمَا بِكَلِمَاتِ اللَّهِ التَّامَّةِ مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْطَانٍ وَهَامَّةٍ وَمِنْ كُلِّ عَيْنٍ لَامَّةٍ. When they read by Hassan and Hussein, they say, I seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in word the perfect one against any shaitan and against any poisonous animal and against any eye will be to see a tendency for affect on. So this is very important. So the same hadith will teach we the medication back again. Wherein if we sabi see this person here, na input eye for this person, so till this particular thing happen to them, so they make you sick. They make the person sick. They collapse. Follow. If we sabi the person when na input eye for them, when I make the person make ablution, and take that water and go wash that person. But if you not sabi the person, sometimes you appear in a gathering, you expose yourself to people. You know, read adhkar, you know, protect yourself with no adhkar. People their eyes and go for them by you. You can say you appear in a gathering, you go give speech. You sabi talk. This man sabi talk. Oh. And what they did, very dangerous. It's my household talk final. That make no go, you know, make a car. Make a car. If you don't sabi the person, then the only medication now for make ruqya panam. Make the read panam al-Fatiha 7 times, Ayatul 7 times. We panam kul wallahu ahad kul falaq kul rabbin nas, each one 3 times. That one day inshallah ta'ala will help. But before that, protect yourself first. If you not can possibly every morning, you make the adhkar them every evening time, you make the adhkar them when you make, then no amount of year in a day will forget. We are not can possibly before you come out of your house, they say Bismillah, Tawakkaltu ala Allah, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is a powerful word for say. The angel then will say, Hudita wa kufita wa ukit. So you don't get guidance, you don't get what is not sufficient for you, you don't get protection. Satan will go for near you. If you grab back every day, you just go no more. You expose the name of where Allah don't give you. Then you know link to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you. The jinn that they around. The jinn that they make use of that opportunity where the person will send ya for you. Then there is no protection. No, if you say MashaAllah, no more, you don't able for near. When you know able to say MashaAllah, you know you call Almighty Allah in name. You just talk, you know, then you use the opportunity or hit this person and through your eyes them. You innocent, you will look at me innocent, you know me now. Okay? But there are cases where the person in the mina, they could even happen in the days of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? Where the kuffar be the kind of look at something like what destroy with the eyes. وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونَ. He said the kuffar will be left small. They will destroy you with their eyes then. Where the Yaridi mind where they come from. That the teacher will say the eyes are very, very serious and very, very dangerous. So that's one of the disturbance, one of the relationship of disturbance. Because we say nothing no way good about the relationship between mortal and jinn and them. The other one, that the jinn and them, then they join the mortal man and plenty of inactivities them. By in food where they eat, by in drink where they drink, and even the meat where they meet with the wife. The jinn they get the tendency, they get the ability for joining on that food the way they eat. They get the ability for joining for your wife who you get your halal wife and use. The Kampa authentic hadith where Jabir radiallahu anhu is saying, he said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talks say, "Inna shaytana yahduru ahadakum inda kulli shay." Say shaitan it appear upon everything. Hatta yahdura wa inda ta'ami. It even appear at the table the person they eat. And that makes it say, فَإِذَا سَقَطَتْ لُقْمَةُ أَحَدِكُمْ فَلْيَأْخُذْهَا وَلْيُمِتْ مَا كَانَ بِهَا مِنْ أَذَى وَلْيَأْكُلْهَا وَلَا يَدَعَهَا لِلشَّيْطَانِ. He says, if anyone food they eat, then some of the particles of the food for them, make it take up, make it clean them, and make it eat them, make it not left from eat shaitan. They don't left from eat shaitan. But of course, one of the ways for prevent shaitan making on your food, I will just say, Bismillah. You don't say Bismillah when you eat, shaitan they can't join you on that food day. This is the wisdom we make the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam hadith. He say, Al-Muslim ya'kul fi mi'an wahidan. He say, Wal-Kafiru ya'kul fi sab'ati am'a. He say, the Muslim, now 1 grain goat he gets. He eat with 1 grain goat. What does that mean? He eat small, he belly full. He say, but the Kafir, he gets 7 goats, he need belly full. The reason why, the Kafir not say Bismillah. So when you need to say Bismillah, the food not they do for him. Huh? So someone that they kuffar and they eat baku, the one all day. Any kind of food we see, you will eat it. So you, the Muslim, they eat small food, but when you don't bless the food with Bismillah, it will do for you, it is sufficient for you. So be careful. Similarly, so again, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach we say, wait near your wife. Lay it down for the make the dua, Bismillah, Allahumma jannib shaitan. جنبنا الشيطان وجنب الشيطان ما رزقتنا. اللهم oh Allah, جنبنا الشيطان. Keep shaitan far away from you too. وجنب الشيطان ما رزقتنا. And keep shaitan far away from whatever you provide for you out of this relationship. If not, shaitan they can be. Another disturbance where shaitan they do promote a man. And for disturbance, the table is just born. The table is just born. The camp authentic hadith again where Ali ibn Abi where Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu report, he say the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talk say, he say, "Ma min bani Adam mawlud illa yamassuhu shaitan. Hina yulad fayastahillu salihah min massi shaitan." He say any of Adam in Pekin the way born, he says shaitan they can't touch him. So that touch them when they touch and then they need for them, it must cry. So the only person who is shaitan able to touch, he say, Maryam would in begin. Maryam alayhi salam would in begin on Isa alayhi salam. Why making able for touch her? Because until we become pregnant, he make this dua. He say, Wa inni u'idhuha bika wa dhurriyataha min ash-shaytan. You tell when Maryam in your mama, you take belly for her. You make this dua. You say, Ya Allah, I seek your protection for this beginning, so in your offspring, they all against Shaitan. The Shaitan are able to touch them. The Shaitan able to touch inside your offspring them. So that dua they cover Maryam, we in a belly, a cover in your picky we give for couple. When Isa alayhi salam. Another disturbance again, we the Jinn they disturb mortal man for good sick man. The Jinn then get the ability for good sick and mortal man. Serious sick we can destroy. In fact, authentic hadith come for say some of them plague sickness we can come. We can damage mortal man. It needs them, it hears them, it knows them. We can make until the blood they run per mortal man from all parts of the body. Then contagious disease them. They say most of them are from the Jinn them, from the shayateen them. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam tell we say, "Fina ummati bil ta'ni wa ta'un." He said the destruction of me ummah it happened through the strike of the Jinn them, and the plague them and the sickness when they put per mortal man. So this is very, very fearful. If I follow, be very, very be careful about. Another one. Another disturbance again, where the Jinn they disturb mortal man. Now, for watch him with naked, for look at him naked body. This way also we learn from an authentic hadith where Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu report. He said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talks him. He says, "Sitru ma bayna a'yun al-jinni wa awrati ummati." إذا دخل أحدكم الخلاء أن يقول بسم الله. They say the veil, the cover, where they cover in between the eyes of the jinnah and the naked body of me or ummah whenever they enter inside the bathroom, and we say Bismillah. When you say Bismillah, the Bismillah it serves as a veil, it serves as a cover. It cover the eyes of the jinnah. So even if you enter inside the bathroom, you naked yourself, you're not able to see you. This make the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the teach we say, anyone of una they enter the bathroom or the washroom or the toilet sem, let you say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. They ask Almighty Allah protection against the female and the male dirty things away the inside the bathroom them referring to the Jinn. Referring to the Jinn. The bathroom them refer them anyhow you find something and the Jinn they place them down there. And that make one of our colleagues them is to make a wonderful statement one time. He say in the past, when people them build their houses them, all the bathroom them are here today. He said, now, with the happy, with the glad, you forget house when a self-contained. Right inside your room. Because you want convenience. You want, as you jump on your bed, you enter inside your bathroom. You see, we don't bring all the Jinn there right inside the room. And indeed, that's so it be. Because there are places that never are. But however, not a problem for them. We build with toilets and bathroom inside the room them. The only thing, don't forget, whenever you enter inside, enter with your foot, then make sure say you read this particular dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith. Especially for the woman that the girl picking them. The girl picking them, no sooner they enter inside the bathroom, they naked themselves. They not make this particular dua before they enter the Jinn, they enter panel. The chances for the Jinn enter panel are 90%. That moment we just matured. You enter the moment in the bathroom, you don't say this particular word. You didn't then they enter back. Because when they fall for us, and then they let up, then they enter back and they stop on the Lord. You get to really, really be careful. The girl picking them, let them know exactly what you know what they say. This Bismillah, if people like when you stop at something, the way you get a bottle, you stop at it. So the scholars will say, so you tell them the able for open that stop at it. When they open, you don't get that power at all for open that particular thing. So then 6 points here on the different types of disturbances then where they happen from the shaitan to the mortal man. However, scholars make it very, very clear for saying there is no protection, no fortification, no day against the shaitan them and all of the evil plan the way they get from mortal man, which is dhikrullah. Dhikrullah na in the drive the shaitan away.
Dhikrullah na in the protect you against the shaitan. The mention one from Yahya alayhi salam. He said, tell the people, he said, وَأَعُوذُ بِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ the command you have with dhikrullah كَثِيرًا لَا تَذْكُرُونَ. He said, وَأَنْتَ جِفْتَ اللَّهِ كَمَثَلِ رَجُلٍ كَلَمَهُ عَدُوٌّ صِرَاعًا فِي أَثَرٍ. He said, the example of dhikrullah, ثم عليك man, we get an enemy who is Jesus. In the one day, should take advantage of in protection, it of the economy of protector, then he seek protection from that particular side. See that protection day, then the dhikrullah. Then mention again from Marwan of Qais ibn Hajjaj. He said, Shaitan dakhalat fika wa ana muslimin. He said, you shaitan tamassi. He said, one is tamassi. He said, dakhalat fika wa ana muslimin. He said, me and everybody can then come. He says one and then come. He said, well, I think I never school. He said, today I don't feel like a small boat. God, I went for the man. So now ask her, say, how could that happen? I tell you to say to lead in Kitab as a child. He said, I bent me down with the book of Allah in my mind. So, the people get around me, they will get the protection against them. Will get the fortification against them. All we need to do is to fortify yourself. For we will keep them mature in an excuse only for yourself. The smart will keep them, not only for them. If the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will believe by making a Hassan and Hussein, or the Prophet of Allah, what have you done? How many situations for people are say which might have collection became of them? Then the woman became, you need to qualify to be. You need to provide became more, every day for speak. Brothers and sisters, in this relationship between the Jinn kind and the mankind and all of our based upon evil, nothing that we find inside it, nothing that we do inside it, nobody for wish for them to get any encounter with any of the Jinn that they are, because they're not being good for you and they're going to destroy you and destroy you, Iman. And if you get a chance that they will kill you, all of that is given for one. So that is what I got on the arm, but we strengthen me and protect me against danger that they are. And all of the shayateen them with the unity of the world. However, danger that they are so powerful that they enter by some mortal man. So mortal man didn't pass passage in the man. So mortal man. And we get to ask the people there. Don't let them protect you all against the one there. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى اله وصحبه اجمعين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله.